Today on Suncoast View, new Florida laws go into effect with the new year, and one gives unmarried parents more rights to see their children. We'll discuss.
And a new PAL football program teaches skill and life lessons. A former NFL player is here to tell us all about how Suncoast kids can get involved.
And it's Workout Wednesday. Create a new you in the new year with a new Pilates studio on the Suncoast. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and Happy New Year, and welcome back to Les McCurdy.
Happy New Year. I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
How were the holidays?
Holidays were wonderful. You know, we stayed right around here. My wife is from Lakeland, so it was a Polk County Christmas.
And tell us what that is like.
Yeah, what is that?
Lots of chilling, lots of children, and everybody was fun and fabulous. And the most important thing is, my 23-year-old daughter Taylor got her first real job.
Oh, that's important.
A huge.
Wait, is that off the payroll of your household?
La 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 la.
Linda will appreciate this.
It's a gift for you.
When
A
we were
gift for
talking
you.
about Reagan going to college, I said, I feel like I have almost launched one successfully. And someone said to me, yes, launched, but not off the payroll.
Right.
So you've got one off the
There's a difference.
payroll.
Not totally off the payroll, but I'll take whatever I can get. No, but she's real happy, and that means everybody's happy. You
That
know.
must be a lot
Pam's
of pressure for you going to a family thing like that. They want you to be funny. So you walk in and everybody pauses and says, say something funny, Les.
No, they don't. They really, they
They
see-
probably don't think he's funny, actually.
That's exactly right. You're exactly
That's
correct.
usually how that works.
They've
I'm-
heard all your jokes.
I'm actually the patriarch of the family, you know, so, I'm kind of the godfather.
Do you get new material, though, by having a Polk County Christmas?
They just want money. They really just want cash. No, not really. The thing that I've been talking about these holidays, it's kicked in ever since November, is that I'm blown away with, is the tourists situation.
Yeah.
I mean, for the holidays, that's been the thing, and we've been talking about it, that I've never seen so many cars on the road so early. I mean, by the second week of November, it was crazy, and I've been here since 1980.
Do you notice it in the club as
Are
well?
they coming to the club?
No, they don't come to club. They just they're just here. This is the time of year. The going out at night people come later. You know, they come in January. Some about this group that comes right now, they only go. I think they only go to breakfast. And but anyway, it's been crazy.
Breakfast
They're in
comedy
bed by
club.
5.
Yes, I do. I need to be doing early bird comedy, which, by the way, we are actually this year we are making our show times on the weekends earlier.
Oh,
I love
how
that.
early is early?
Well, we were 7 and 9:30. Now we're going to 6:30
Woo.
and 8:50.
Oh.
8:50, which would probably be about 9 o'clock, but we don't care. 8:50. It's like saying 9:99. But you know, the thing was at 9:30 we just found that late show was something that was a little bit harder to get people to come to, because I know myself, if we go to see a movie and you go, well, you want to go to a movie? Yeah, 8 o'clock or 9:30. Well, I'm not going at 9:30.
Right, because you're not going to get home till
too
12.
late.
Exactly.
And you got to know your audience, and there's nothing wrong with
Or your
knowing
community.
and the community. And in this case, you know, we're an earlier place. I mean, I'm right there with you. I don't want to stay up till midnight if I don't have to.
No. It is. That's the kind of town where it was boomers. It's the baby boomers. You know what I mean?
All right, we're going to talk in a minute some big names that are coming to McCurdy's as well. But first, we have a big day in the kitchen today. Although I got to yell at Chef Judy. I mean, come on. It is the first big day of the new year with you. I thought we were going to be healthy, and we're having a pasta palooza.
Wow.
Well, you can always go online and watch my noon segment, which was healthy salmon on zucchini noodles. But we are celebrating, tomorrow is National Spaghetti Day.
Oh, okay.
But
That makes
today,
sense.
if you're my age or older, you remember that it's Prince Spaghetti Day, right, Les, from the commercials? Remember Anthony, the woman yells out the window, and little Anthony comes running to his mother's house for Prince Spaghetti. So apropos, we are celebrating some wonderful spaghetti dishes, and yep, it's a good thing you went to Pilates.
I
because
guess.
We're gonna all need it after this segment.
I guess so. I wish you could smell the aroma in here. It's absolutely amazing.
When I grew up, it wasn't Prince Spaghetti. We had Chef Boyardee out of a can. That's what we had. We thought that was damn good, too, buddy.
By the way,
Fine spaghetti.
kids today still think that's good, which is
that's
very,
right.
very
Really?
funny. Yes,
Oh,
they
that's
do.
great.
No, my kids will eat that, no complaints. So tell us about a couple of the headliners coming up this month.
I'm super excited. Amazing Kreskin is coming in for one night.
Oh,
now,
wow.
He's the mentalist that used to be on the Tonight Show. Sean Wayans, who just popped up there first, the famous Wayans brothers. We're very lucky to get him. Doesn't play many clubs. Then Bobby Collins, who's always a favorite.
Yeah, he's fun.
Jamie Kennedy is coming in right. I mean, that's like within 5
Wow,
weeks.
that's really good.
And then we're trying to infuse some new blood. So I've got Orny Adams and Steve Byrne. Both of them, Orny has a Showtime special running right now. Steve's popular one was over the past 6 months. Then Rita Rudner's coming back.
Oh, we love her.
Also,
she was great.
you
She's a
don't.
friend.
Yes, and she doesn't play many clubs. John Lovitz is coming back, and then a couple of our favorites, John DeCrosta and Dale Jones. I mean, it's just a
Congratulations.
fantastic
And of course,
lineup.
you're doing the comedy classes, so who knows? Stephanie or Linda may be coming
yeah.
back.
Maybe.
We'll
I
talk
think
about that a
so.
little later. Well,
Do you have to get special things for the stars? Do they ask for special drinks or special rooms or anything?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, oh yeah. They don't stay at the Holiday Inn Express. Not that that's not a fine hotel, and it is, but no, the celebrities get treated like
star
celebrities.
power deserves star power.
Yes,
it's
they do.
okay.
Yes,
It is okay. All right, we'll
absolutely.
check back in with Les throughout the show. But first, it's time for our first hot topic. And a new year means new laws in Florida. A bunch went into effect January 1st. One of them is meant to help unmarried parents. Unmarried parents will now be allowed to file a legal standard parenting time plan that's meant to promote contact between a non-custodial parent, which is typically the father, and their children. The non-custodial parent would not be forced to be involved, but those that want to be have a legal right. This parenting plan is similar to the one that is required for divorced parents. What do you think?
I think it's excellent.
I do too. I think it's very important for a child to know their father and to feel close to them. Otherwise, and I was married before, and my first husband did not keep much contact with his son, and it still hurts him to this day. So I think for fathers out there, now that you have the right, please take advantage of it.
Well, I was looking at it the other way. They always have the right, and I feel like, you know, while there are some fathers that choose not to be involved, there are some that want to be that can't because the mom is still bitter or angry about a
Right.
certain circumstance, and they literally use that child as a pawn.
Yes.
And I think this is a way to eliminate that, where no longer are we worried about the relationship and how that broke up, but instead worried about the child and how to help them become better people.
Well,
Yes.
that's probably the most difficult thing, not with parents that are together even, but with divorced parents, is that you're putting the child first.
Yeah.
And you're getting your differences out of, you can hate each other, but you've got to be able to sit down, communicate, and decide that you're going to raise this child together. You're going to do it in a way where it's consistent, and not where you're doing any kind of infighting around them, because it's just
Yeah.
awful for the
And
kid.
married or unmarried, the kid comes first. And
Yes.
that's what this
Absolutely.
law
But the thing is,
enables.
as we
Absolutely.
can sit here and say it, but we know it's hard to do,
it's
especially
hard.
when you're one of those people that have just recently been divorced or just recently separated. There is some tension. So it's,
Absolutely.
it's
And the
easy.
unmarried may be easier because they didn't go through a divorce. They never got married in the first
That's
place.
true.
It may
Yeah,
be
but
easier to
there
work
still
through
may
it.
be anger about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So all
well, the
that has to be
unmarried
put
probably
aside.
really like each other. I mean, they probably get along
They've been knowing each
wonderfully.
other so long.
Now. All right, hey, there's big news on another network. The Today Show has named Hoda Kotb as Matt Lauer's replacement. The 53-year-old will join Savannah Guthrie for the first 2 hours of Today and then stick around for hour 4, as she has been on with Kathy Gifford. Hoda told Entertainment Tonight that Lauer actually texted congratulations to her when he heard she got his old job. Kotb says the group has all remained friends. They are working through what that means in light of his misconduct allegations. And this is the first time that Today has had a permanent all-female cast. She is reportedly making $18 million a year less than Lauer was.
Oh my goodness, how much is she
Hey,
making?
what about
She
equality
makes
and-
$7. He
She
made
makes $7.
$25 million a year.
Oh, but he had been there a long time.
Correct.
A long time. So
Is that the excuse
take
we're
the
gonna
job
use?
and work your way up.
I mean, you can't turn it down.
You can't turn
They
it
could have
down.
they could have gave her the job for free. She probably still would have taken it.
You know, it's not probably a money discussion when he had the track record, right?
I'm
I mean,
making less than the three of you here today. I just want to go on record.
And you are. So it is not a discrimination issue against women, because you're right,
No,
Les.
I'm the one.
Because you aren't getting paid, are you?
Nothing. Zippity doo dah.
Do we like the
still love you.
all-female move, though? Especially in light of men in the workplace, men in the spotlight taking a hit
Men
these days.
in our lives.
I don't. I feel like you need variety.
Down now.
I do
I don't
too.
like that.
I feel like, I mean, I love the fact that it's possible now, but I feel like when you're watching, you want a variety. Like even with us, one of the reasons we have that guest host come in, because it brings a little bit of variety and a different opinion. Because as you become friends, you start thinking alike, and you know.
Do you think they did it for female support, to show to the company, to show we got women?
I think they couldn't find anyone.
Yes.
I don't think they can find anybody clean enough.
No, exactly. Well, I think well, you know, this is such an exciting movement that's happening, and it should have happened a long time ago. And I think the pendulum is right now swinging way hard to one side, and is natural, and it'll come back and balance.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
we were talking about that. You know, what's happening right now, not only with women's rights, but with rights just all the way across the boards. You know, we started in 1965 with the civil rights movement. That's what this started, and it has taken 50 years, a half a century, for this to really finally start to bubble over and take hold. It's
That's
amazing how
crazy.
long a movement takes.
No, absolutely. And it is certainly the trend that we hope will continue in this positive
it
direction. All right, well, here is a real head scratcher. So it starts innocently enough. A family on its way to Disneyland on Southwest Airlines is waiting to board. Fellow passengers noticed a mom picking something out of her daughter's hair. Well, they alerted gate agents, who eventually came over to the family and said, "You cannot board the flight due to lice concerns with your daughter." Well, here's the thing. The mom was picking a piece of dead skin out of her kid's head. There were no signs of lice, yet the family was still denied boarding for what was called, quote, behavior consistent with a highly contagious infection. Are you kidding me? I'd be hot. Well, it's
Well, the first thing I thought too was lice. But I feel like, you know, it was overreaching. Just because someone picks something out of the hair doesn't mean that you got lice.
That's pretty disgusting. all the way
okay, so
around.
I'm going to pick on you only because when I first
I
read
always
this story,
have stuff in my hair.
well, if you saw some mom going like this though at the gate, would you tell an agent, or if
probably
would that
wouldn't.
alarm you?
No.
I would have just
No.
minded my
Think of it.
business.
No,
I've
they would
never
have to
thought
do
of
this.
lice on a plane before, but now I'm freaked out.
If they did this and then went. Okay, now we have reason to, you know what?
Picking could be anything. Could be lint.
He's right. You would kill it if it were lice.
This is the most wonderful day of that family's
how
life.
big
They
is
are going to
lice?
sue that airline, and they're never going to pay for a flight the
Again.
rest of their
Yeah,
life.
probably. Well, it
Still
grossed
maybe
me
works
out
out.
because obviously we all put our head back against the seat and rolled it
That's
all
true.
around. Ew, I never
But can
thought
you
about the
imagine if
lice.
it was lice and then you're the next person that sat on that plane and put your head back?
That's not what I'm worried about. So
Yeah.
I am now watching people scratch their heads at the
Maybe
airport.
spray is a good idea, although I'm not sure they'd kill lice.
I don't know. It's not good.
Can lice survive in that kind of
I don't- we have a
environment?
lot
yeah,
of
I think they can
questions.
anywhere.
Well, technology.
Yes, they can.
Something new to worry about. All right, technology saves the day again. You might never have to fold your own laundry. It is a Laundroid folding robot, and it's going to make its official working debut at the Consumer Electronics Show this year. It's been years in the making. The creators say the soft material is one of the hardest things for artificial intelligence to comprehend. So a robot that can deal with the fabrics is a major milestone. It uses image analysis and robot arms to fold clothes. The biggest obstacle to making the dream come true was pairing socks. The robot had a hard time learning to match colors.
We had that problem too,
Yeah,
robot.
finding the other sock is the
The
problem. at my
robot
house.
is male.
You
That's
guys-
all I have to say.
Do you
Exactly.
guys remember the Jetsons?
It didn't know
No.
socks? I do
No,
remember the
the
show.
Jetsons, they used to fold the clothes. You put it in the thing, and you know, what's her name? Karen? I don't remember her name.
Ruby or
Rosie?
something like that.
I don't know, but you give it to her and she would fold it.
So I just need one to take them from the basket and put them in the drawers, because that's the part that never happens in my house. They all live out of the baskets. I'm a little guilty of that too.
Yeah, mine.
What happens at your house?
Well, I fold them and then I
just
decide,
don't
well, that's not really straight. So it takes me a long time to fold a towel because I'm trying to get all these edges right. Everything in my house, every towel, every sheet was dirty when all my guests left. So I've been folding clothes for like 8 straight hours.
We just leave everything in the dryer,
And just take it from
then
there?
you just hit fluff for about a minute, and then you pull it out and put it on.
Do you go naked to the dryer? Because my kids
I
do
go
that.
naked everywhere,
I shouldn't have
Stephanie.
asked. I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks for wearing clothes today.
The kids streaking across the house to the dryer is one of my clues. I need to do more laundry. All right, we're going to check out our 24-hour forecast, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the best home deals. There's bargains right here on the Suncoast.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather update on this devastating storm over the southeast United States, closing I-10 at one point, and still some snow now moving through South Carolina. You can see that snow was heavy at times from Tallahassee all the way over into north central Florida, and now that freezing rain and snow is moving into South Carolina. Behind it, extremely cold air. Let's get a look at some of the advisories now that are in effect, and watches and warnings. You can see we're lit up here along the west coast of Florida, and there are numerous advisories in place. There's a wind chill advisory tonight for the entire viewing area. Wind chills down into the 30 to 35 range for the coastal locations, 25 to 30 inland locations. That's in effect until Thursday morning. And then there is a freeze watch in effect and a freeze warning in effect for parts of the Suncoast. A freeze warning tonight for Highlands and also into Hardee County, and then a freeze watch in effect for Manatee, Sarasota, Hardee, DeSoto counties for tomorrow night. More on that at 5.
All good shoppers know that after the holiday season comes the sale season. But the sales are not just in stores. In fact, they're in our homes. And Realtor Andrew Haddad is here to tell us all about the sales that we can find in the Suncoast. All right, so today's Suncoast for sale, we're not talking about just sales out there. We're talking about good deals when it comes to the real estate market.
Absolutely.
But what does that mean?
Yeah, everyone's out there looking for a great deal, right? And I can tell you right now, our market's as strong as it's ever been, and there are still really great deals. So for this segment, you know, our average sales price in Sarasota is right around the 300 price point. We're all below the 300 price point. And not only that, it's the value that we see. How much are we getting for our money? And these are the deals that we found this week. So super excited. So first we're going to start in South. This is in Punta Gorda. So $158,500. You're going to be looking at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot. This is a newer community. First floor, granite counters, backsplash. We have 42-inch cabinets. I mean, again, $158,500. Where do you see these types of prices? Again, this is in a beautiful community. There's a screened patio overlooking the pool. Now, people could use this property as an investment property. This could be a seasonal residence, or this could be their forever home. At that purchase price with the low HOA dues as well, I mean, this is a great deal, a lot of value, and it shows beautifully. So you're right in front of the pool there. So
nice.
Absolutely. Next, we're going to shoot up to Port Charlotte a little bit. Under $200,000. Look at this now. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, almost 1,700 square feet. That's about $118 a square foot. Great. This is built in 2017. It's a cute home. This has all the features that you would find in a lot of the new homes today. Nice open floor plan. Again, a lot of amenities on the inside. Easy maintenance. I mean, the sprinkler system, the tubes in the walls and everything. Oh, wow. Big bedrooms. We have a beautiful covered lanai. But again, single family home, newer. 2007, it's not an older home, yet under $200,000 at that price point is great for Port Charlotte. So, and then finally, look at this. Moving up north a little bit more, we're in Venice. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath villa over 1,300 square feet, overlooking a lake, and this is in Pelican Point Golf and Country Club. So an opportunity under $250 to get into a country club, gorgeous on the inside. Upgrades galore, amenities galore. They have laminate flooring, they have granite countertops, beautiful floor plan, 27-hole golf course, and then also low HOA fees. The amenities in this community are phenomenal with a clubhouse, a restaurant, tennis courts, golf course. I mean, everything in there.
Real
and
resort.
again, $256 a month.
I play golf out there. That place is nice.
Absolutely.
Oh, Pelican Point.
That's a great villa, 2-bedroom right there for that price point. You can't beat it.
At this time of year, is it surprising to see these kind of deals?
You know what? It's not. So what's really interesting about our market is a lot of people are waiting to the first of the year to put their house on the market. So we have this huge influx of homes and inventory. So if you're a buyer out there, I mean, in season time, there's going to be a lot to choose from. I mean, as far as doing your homework and finding out what's really important to you, absolutely, you're going to see some deals out there.
Oh, wow.
In the new year.
All right, well, you got more for us.
Perfect. Okay, look at this. Love this. Siesta Key. This is a bayfront condo. Right across the street there is Turtle Beach. So you're 100 yards from Turtle Beach. 15,000. Sunrise Cove. So this is a yacht and a racket club. Getting into a waterfront condo, ground floor, granite counters. Now it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and of course you could rent these out. This could be seasonal for yourself. But again, across the street from the beach, we're on the water, big boating community, so you have your boat docks literally right out your back lanai. Cute little place here at Siesta Key. And what I love about this, for a fully amenitized community with a marina, restaurants, clubhouse, tennis courts, everything, boating, I mean, you're looking at $450 a month for your HOA fees, which includes your flood insurance and all the things that it takes to live on the water there.
Yes.
Guys, this can cash flow in a heartbeat at that price point.
Absolutely.
That's
in season.
amazing.
Absolutely. And then finally, Bobeth, I do
The
have
dream home.
one dream home. So I wanted to bring you a deal. So look at this.
beautiful.
This is in Bent Tree. This is the community of Woodland Lakes in Bent Tree. $1.15 million, almost 6,000 square feet.
Wow.
Gorgeous. Three-quarters of an acre, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. This is ready move-in. What we love about Bent Tree too is this picturesque community with the large mossy oak trees and everything. It has a first floor grand master retreat, incredible outdoor living area, full kitchen, summer kitchen, huge pool, huge lanai. And again, the whole backyard and everything is actually fenced in, so you have that privacy as well. Sitting on 3/4 of an acre at $1.15 million for about 6,000 square feet. That's a steal.
That is a steal.
That is a steal in
That's amazing.
Sarasota. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Andrew, you never cease to amaze us.
Love it.
Beautiful homes. And you guys can get to see more of these homes by going to his website, sellingthesuncoast.com. And we'll be right back with lessons in Stand Up From Less.
Really?
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
WWSB ABC 7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC 7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
I've talked on TV for over 50 years. no big deal. But getting up on a stage and being funny, now that is terrifying. Les, you run an adult comedy boot camp.
Yes, I do.
Oh, maybe I should talk to you more.
I want
Tell
you to
me
take
what
the
it
class.
is.
Okay, all right. This is it's 15 hours. It's 3 classes. It's a Saturday, Sunday, then you come back the next Sunday. You learn the foundation of stand-up comedy, how to put it together, how to be on stage, your stage presence and everything, how to look good. And a real important thing is looking better than you are. You know what I'm saying?
I would like
look
to look
like
better
you
than
know
I
what
do.
you're doing
Is
when
that
you
like
don't know what you're doing.
Is that a body position thing, though? I mean,
It's-
like, what do you teach with that?
Yeah, it is. Well, being in front of the microphone the right way, staying up straight, articulation, projection, all those things, being understood well. You know, all those things where when you walk out on stage, when applause happens, get to the microphone before the applause stops. That sounds like no big deal, but it's energy to energy. If you don't use that energy, it goes against you. And there's all these little things you do, just getting to the microphone and saying your first word, that makes the audience go, that person's got it together, or they don't.
Okay.
So
And there's
how
a
would
difference.
person do this? Who are your students?
Well, we have people who actually want to be professional comedians, which is, I mean, I've had over 4,000 people take my comedy class over the years. Some of them, as we speak, are nationally touring performers. Most of them are not. The vast majority. But those are the people who either they speak. They speak in front of groups, and they want to be able to get comfortable with humor. Or it's somebody who's terrified of stage altogether and go, this will be the breakthrough. And it is. Because as you said, you're used to getting up and talking. That's one thing. But to have to be funny, that means you have to get that response. And if it doesn't happen, it's obvious that it doesn't happen. And that's the frightening part of it. But it shouldn't be. You know, the class is super fun. We make sure, myself and Ken Sons who teach it, it's like you're going skydiving. We're going to make sure that chute opens. We do not want you standing in front of that crowd on day number 11, 200 or more people at the Comedy Theater, and not having a good experience. We're going to, if I have to give you a couple of jokes.
So this boot camp ends with a performance?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, in front of an audience or the rest of the boot camp?
In front of an audience.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you're going to be up there, you know.
Yeah.
Good luck, Linda.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
The first one is on January 6th. You may want to check that out. If you can't make that one, they have another one in February. For more information, visit McCurdy's website. Next, Manatee Kids are teaming up on a new football program.
Sarasota Institute of Lifetime Learning begins its 47th season on Monday, January 8th in Sarasota, Venice, and Lakewood Ranch. Meet Bruce Adolph, the piano puzzler for NPR on Monday, January 8th, and Chris Inglis, former Deputy Director of the National Security Agency, on Tuesday, January 9th. 72 Global Issues lectures, 24 musical conversations. Subscriptions available now. Single event tickets at the door. For more information and to purchase season tickets, visit sillsarasota.org.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Playing a sport can be a very valuable learning experience for a child, and a brand new football league in Bradenton is making sure that everyone gets an opportunity to give it a try. Manatee County Deputy Francine Houston and former NFL football great Adrian McPherson are here to tell us about this brand new Manatee Pals League. Oh, this sounds really good. Tell us about the league and what's the name of it?
The league is called G5 7v7, and it's more of a 7-on-7 touch football league. So we're trying to stay away from the flag because I'm just a firm believer in, you know, you don't pull flags as you get older. And the leagues that I've been watching around the area are more 6-on-6 football, and centers are hiking the ball and going out for passes. And you know, I'm pretty strict on the game of football, and you can't do that in football. So I was like, how do we create something that really develops kids? And I think this league does that, because we don't have a center. We have this thing we call a QBT, and once you pick the ball up, you have 4 seconds to throw the ball. I play quarterback, so I was real kind of disappointed that we don't have as many quarterbacks from this area going on and playing big-time college football, and I just think it's because they don't throw the ball enough, you know? So this league, you have to throw the ball every play.
That's great.
It's great for receivers, because you're catching the ball every play. Defensive backs are covering every play.
They would love that.
And this is more fun. That's the fun part, throwing the ball.
It's a lot more exciting in my eyes.
And girls get to play? Girls are part of this?
Yes, ma'am, it is. We're just, you know, in our area, our girls happen to be 10 times better than the boys.
They
do a great job, and get them out there.
And they're not just out there as cheerleaders. They
No. There are no cheerleaders. They're competing.
Okay, look at that.
Now, this is a PAL league. What does PAL emphasize?
PAL emphasizes teamwork, a family coming together, work as one. It's not about an individual. It's not about, well, your parents give more, you don't have enough. It's about teaching them how to develop self-discipline, how to come together, bring their unique individual skills to a team, and help that team achieve good goals.
Now, we know youth sports have been under a lot of scrutiny lately. How do you deal with that?
For me, I've had one coach that really affected my life. You know, I remember I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, and Coach Johnny West, I mean, to this day, I write his name on my wristband before every game. And so he was the first male that I felt like believed in me more than my father did. So with all the negativity around youth sports, there are some great youth coaches that can affect kids' lives in a positive way. So for me, you know, I'm from here. I want to help kids in my community, and I want to be tangible to the kids. I don't want to be a guy that played professional football that kids never saw, you know, and it's like, okay, well, he's from here, but I've never seen him. So everything that I'm a part of, I make sure I'm there every single day. You know, if I'm going to put my name on it, I'm going to be there. And my goal as a coach is to make sure every kid that I coach, I want them to be able to say he was the best coach I've ever had.
Well, that's amazing.
Well, both of you are from here.
Very commendable. And how did the Manatee County Sheriff's Office get involved?
Wow. This was literally before my time.
Before she was born.
Before I was before I was born. It started with our first sheriff, to my knowledge, Sheriff Wells, who retired, and then it passed on to Sheriff Stubbe. And Sheriff Wells wanted to start a youth program involving sports, all sports, not just basketball and football, but hockey, baseball, everything because he felt like we have so much talent in the area. Let's direct them to the sports, not to the streets, not to, you know, breaking the laws. Let's try a different way to reach the kids, because that was what's more popular with them. So now our new chef is actually Ricky Wells, who is the son of the original father of the PAL, and it's just like he's carried on that tradition.
And you grew up in the program, correct? You were a PAL kid.
I did.
That's so cool.
Well, both of you are from Bradenton. You both went to Southeast High School.
We are.
We're turning out some pretty good people around here.
Yeah, so, you know, I grew up, and AD mentioned his coach, and my coach was actually Ralph Bryant, who's actually the director at PAL, the other deputy there, and that was my mentor. He was that coach that actually made the change in my life. So coming up through PAL, I'm like, man, I want to do that. I want to coach basketball and have fun and just be seen as a coach, not a deputy. So when the opportunity came, I was like, that's what I wanted. So I followed those footsteps. So here I am.
Well, it must be great for the kids to see a deputy and to see a famous football star. They'll listen to you more than they will their parents, I'm sure.
They don't see deputy. I'm just coach.
You're just coach.
I'm just coach. I mean,
so you don't carry a gun during practice, is what you're saying?
Only around us. I don't carry a gun. I don't carry a gun.
Only in uniform.
Only in uniform.
That's right.
In uniformless. I have to have it in uniform.
I just say, I mean, I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're not having an NFL player there, and that's true. And I mean, that's one of the beautiful things I see about what we have in this area, the talent that comes out and then comes back and works with the kids. And I mean, that's got to attract so many kids to it.
Oh yeah. What about safety? Is this safer, this type football, than the regular hitting football?
Well, I would like to think so. I think for me, just based on a lot of guys that I played with, I mean, I get calls weekly of guys that I played for who don't know what to do after the game of football or have had concussions and whatnot. But so I think safety for me was the biggest thing when starting this league. So even though it's touch football, we're going to give the kids headgear, like a soft helmet, because anything can happen. You know, kids are on the ground, they can hit their head. And we're trying to partner with a company that has a concussion sensor that we will put on the helmet.
Oh, yes.
So if the kid were to hit his head, and the sensor hit a certain limit, it alerts everyone on the sideline. We would have iPads or cell phones, and it alerts us, and it tells you have to take this kid out, take him through a series of tests before he can go back in.
I think everybody should have to wear those all the time.
Around here's pretty dangerous too.
Just grooving around.
Well, if you'd like more information about this league, and it sounds really great, you can go to their Facebook page and check into PALS G57V7, and you'll find out more information. Check out that team and get your kid involved. Next, adults need exercise too. We'll take you inside a new Pilates studio.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. The issue of red light cameras once again on the agenda in Bradenton, the new program city council members are discussing, and why some local farmers are welcoming the cold temperatures for their crops. And speaking of those cold temperatures, let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob Harrigan.
Well, we're hoping not too cold right now, Jacqueline. As a result of these major winter storm right now, it's going to be a very cold night tonight and tomorrow night. Could be the coldest. Freeze watch in effect for our entire viewing area for the most part, with the exception of the coastal locations. And we have a wind chill advisory. We're talking wind chills in the 20s beginning tonight at 10 o'clock and continuing until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then there is a freeze warning in effect for Hardee and DeSoto counties and into Highlands County, I should say Hardee County. Tomorrow, freeze watch for DeSoto and much of Sarasota and Manatee counties. More at 5. See you then.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment,
keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Welcome back. It is Workout Wednesday. We're going back at it, people. New year, new you, and a new way to work out. And we want to share it with you. Joey Panic here with us, senior producer, and he made me go on a little field trip yesterday, and we're going to teach you about Pilates.
Yes, because the thing is, you know, as we start the new year and our Workout Wednesdays, people are a little more afraid this time of year than ever because they're going to be trying a new workout, and it can be intimidating. So we figured rather than tell you about this new Pilates gym that's opening, we wanted to take you. So let's take a look.
I like that.
Well, you know what's so cool about Club Pilates is that we're bringing reformer-based Pilates to the masses. So now we have classes with up to 12 people in a class, and everyone can enjoy Pilates, kind of just like you've always enjoyed your regular gym. It's where you go all the time, 3-4 times a week. You're never going to be by yourself when you're out there. All of the classes have a comprehensively certified instructor, so they don't just let anybody teach Pilates. This is a class where you're getting that personal trainer touch, so they're going to explain to you every single movement. They're going to be bringing new movements to you. You're going to progress as the instructor just gives you all those different movements, and it's a great way to work out.
Up towards the ceiling, just 6, and then pause, put the brakes on.
So you can do personal one-on-one training with those same instructors, and maybe that can just make you feel more comfortable about being on the reformer. Maybe you can bring your fitness up a little bit so you feel like you can, stay with the rest of the class. And it can look intimidating in the beginning, but the reformer is the real Pilates-based equipment invented by Joseph Pilates. But what's so great about it is that whatever you're doing on the reformer, you're getting that full body workout. So let's think of all the things, fitness-wise that we want. We want a stronger core. We want long, lean muscles. We want to be flexible. All of those things on the reformer, and including even getting a good cardio workout as well. We can do that on the reformer, so don't be scared anymore. So traditional Pilates, which is great, a great full body workout. But now imagine if we put that together with some of the contemporary workouts. So it could be bar, it could be TRX. We put those all together into that great fusion class. So the classes are constantly changing. We have many different types of classes that you can take, and you can kind of pick your favorites for sure. We can do all of those things, but no one should be afraid of Pilates, because think about it, it's not that high impact. It's not going to really stress you out. I always think about this. Imagine if you can have a workout where you come in, and when you leave, you feel better than you did when you got here. I mean, that's pretty good. You don't need to take a nap after Pilates. You're going to feel great.
Now, on the opposite side of that, some people say, oh, Pilates, you're just moving your arms around a little bit. How hard can it be? Am I really getting a workout?
Once you sort of start to understand Pilates and you're listening to what that instructor says, so Pilates seems easy until you do Pilates right. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you in the right position. You're going to understand those movements. You're going to start to understand that mind-body connection. That's what Pilates is all about. And you can really progress through these levels to where you're going to be amazed at where your fitness can go.
Okay, so I have to be honest, I was terrified. To me, that machine was really intimidating. I would have never had the guts to walk in to a class like that and do it. And the instructor literally takes you through everything, and it's a very personalized thing, so I wasn't like nervous about the person across from me watching.
And one of the great things about Club Pilates that they do is that the amount of time and training that they spend with their instructors, it's like having a personal trainer. And so, you know, we were talking about, you know, do you like to work out in a group or do you like to work out solo? The nice thing about this workout is you are in a group, so if you want that kind of morale, you can have it, but you're doing something that is very singular.
Yes.
You know, you're working
Very
with
isolated.
yourself. And then to be able to incorporate TRX with Pilates and bar work with Pilates, that just only, you know, ups your game.
For someone like me, I'm not, you know, I don't like working out. Is it too hard for a beginner?
It's a great exercise because you can make modifications to make it more difficult or, you know, a little easier. And as you go more often, you would have the opportunity then to advance by making it a little harder.
Well, you guys look good doing it. I was impressed.
I hate to see what got edited out, but that's all right.
And it's a good time to go now because their big grand opening is this weekend. And so, all Saturday and Sunday, there are classes on the hour from 9 a.m. until noon, and they are giving away, if you go take an introductory class, you go into a raffle where you could win a 3-month membership. So what better way to try out a class than you might have the option of getting a 3-month membership?
Well, I know as myself, I've always lifted weights, and as I'm getting older, I've been told now I need to change my strength training in a way that structures my body differently, and I think this is something I have to look into.
This is a great way, and there's
It
a big
is.
party this weekend with their grand opening, so Les, that might not be
a workout party.
It's a good time to
It's
check
a
it out.
workout party.
This is how you mix it up for the new year. Try something new. Club Pilates is open on State Road 70. For class time and information about the big grand opening this weekend, the 6th and 7th, you can visit their website. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. No one should face breast cancer alone. When I was diagnosed 36 years ago, there was no internet, and I had to make a decision with little information. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. To learn what every woman needs to know about breast cancer, visit nbcf.org/hope.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone. Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
We are problem solvers striving for answers. Relevancy on every platform. We are driven to create content that's compelling, engaging, where it matters. We are neighbors that care about solutions, believers in making a difference, leaders, innovating in an exciting era of multimedia, reaching to always be the gold standard in our evolving landscape. We are Raycom Media. Find your opportunity today.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now, we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
Okay, a little bit of fun here. So Chef Judy pointed out that we are going to celebrate National Spaghetti Day. It is officially Thursday, but it is also National Trivia Day. So we're going to combine the two and give you some trivia about spaghetti and see how you do. Okay?
Okay.
Where did the word spaghetti come from?
Italy.
Good start. Anyone else?
You need.
Where did it come from? A child that didn't speak well.
Okay, could be close. So the singular of spaghetti is the word spaghetto. That comes from the Italian word spago, which means a line or a thin wire. So a thin line of pasta is a spago, which is also a very common Italian name for nice restaurants in big cities. And then you get spaghetto, and we shall have spaghetti.
That's okay. All right.
I guess they're not interested.
No, we're interested. I just couldn't think of anything funny to say about that.
I love it when I stump the comedian.
I was struggling.
Parties.
The
Go to
comedian
somebody and say, "Hey, do you know where the word spaghetti came from?"
Yep, and now we know.
It'll be an icebreaker.
Or if they've just got one little bit on their face, you can see there's a bit of spaghetto on your face.
Spaghetto.
Spaghetto.
Okay, so what 20th century event is credited for bringing spaghetti into the American culture scene?
A 20th century event?
The World Fair.
Paris Hilton. No.
Earlier.
Okay. Bringing it into America.
I think it was the World Fair.
It was World War II, so you had the world part. Because the American soldiers were overseas, they experienced the Italian culture, the amazing spaghetti, and came back and said, we got to get some of this. And they brought it back with them.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, so that is how the trivia and the spaghetti are intertwined today. Okay, enough talking. I just want to eat. We are headed to see Chef Judy, and we're bringing forks.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Snow and sleet hitting parts of North Florida. Now cities are prepared for that extreme cold weather. Let's get a check on our weather now. Back to Bob Harrigan.
Well, Scott, parts of I-10 shut down today as a result of that ice and snow that moved through the panhandle of Florida. That is now exiting the state. Now the cold air is invading the state, and there are numerous weather watches and warnings up for the west coast of Florida. We'll start with the first one now, which is a wind chill advisory in effect for the entire viewing area. Inland counties, it will feel like 25 to 30 degrees beginning tonight at around 10 all the way up until 10 a.m. on Thursday. Coastal locations below freezing wind chills expected as early as 10 o'clock tonight. Now there is a freeze warning in effect for our inland counties, Hardee and Highlands County. No freezing temperatures anticipated here in Manatee and Sarasota counties tonight. Details at 5.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert weather app now.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think it up.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android.
This is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
And welcome back. Right now we're in the kitchen with Chef Judy, and it's spaghetti on top of spaghetti on top of spaghetti.
I know. So let's just forget that it's the beginning of the year and that we're
Starts
about
tomorrow.
to carb, and let's just celebrate the moment, shall we? National Spaghetti Day is officially on Thursday.
You can just eat what's on top, right,
That's
Judy?
exactly. The meatballs are, that's good protein. Let's start over with Cafe Barboso, and a happy birthday to Chef Joe DiMaggio today.
Oh, happy birthday, Joe.
Got up early to make all his great dishes, and he has some really good ones. Spaghetti puttanesca, also known as a little trivia, the pasta for of whores.
Whoa.
Because the women were mad at their husbands for cheating on them, so they took a lover and they had to run home and quickly make dinner.
That's amazing.
And
that's what
they
happens
would
right there.
they would make puttanesca. Now, spaghetti carbonara, traditionally with the chopped pancetta, the bacon or ham, so delicious there. And if you're lucky enough to have Eric as a server at Cafe Barbosa and you order carbonara, he will sing opera to you. Only if you order the carbonara. That was lovely, Les.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now, this is the wild boar ragu, which just makes you want to go home and slap your grandmother.
This
It's
is
so
one of my
good.
favorites
This
when I go
is
there.
just
love this.
Judy,
lick
you are
the
full
bowl.
of phrases today.
Well, no, you know what? White pasta is my drug of choice. I love white pasta, so this is, I am
That
a
was my
little bit
nickname in high school,
overexcited.
white pasta.
That's
They used to call me. Become white pasta.
Isn't that so? All really delicious, biteful dishes. So now we're going to come over to Flavio's on Siesta Key. Flavio's has been there for years, and we were just talking about servers. A lot of his servers have been there for as many years as it's been Flavio's. Spaghetti with shrimp and pesto sauce, another form of carbonara. This spaghetti dish he cooks in parchment paper with shrimp, scallops, mussels, really beautiful. So it's like a seafood exploration. And this has the spaghetti with grape tomatoes and bacon. I mean, right? And then some great robust chunks of Parmesan cheese. So all beautiful dishes at Flavio's. Now we're going to come to Sardinia, which is one of Les's favorites.
Oh, we love those guys over there.
Right by the Felipe Creek Mansion in that little strip. And the thing I love about Sardinia is that you can order half portions of pasta, so I don't want to commit to one, so I get two.
Okay.
Like weenie and clams with his own homemade botarga.
Wow.
So delicious, so fresh. Look at just a simple bowl of spaghetti with fresh mozzarella, basil, so delicious. He has the shrimp with the spinach, and this is spaghetti with mushrooms and shaved dried ricotta.
Wow.
Oh, I love that dish. So that's
what about
Sardinia.
This one we've been
Okay,
This
I
one's
know.
missing the backside.
I- Stephanie.
Sorry.
Bad.
Put that
This
fork
is
down.
this is Napoli. Now the guys Alessandro and Pepe, who owned Made in Italy, sold their business about a year and a half
that's
ago.
why.
They built a 2-story glass building. It's phenomenal, and you need reservations. Remember that. Linguine and clam sauce, because that's always one of my favorites.
have to.
This is the baby octopus that I know you enjoyed.
Yes,
the
we
way
did.
their baby octopus is so tender in that beautiful bright sauce, just so lovely. And then you have a variety of different spaghettis. This is a vegan
pasta dish, which I love that they made. Really nice that they have it, so lots of different options. And then Danny's Pizzeria in Bradenton. And these portions are true to size portions.
Look at that.
Now that is
That's
spaghetti
awesome.
meatballs and pasta with mussels and carbonara. And the shrimp, I love the shrimp, the caprese style.
Oh, a little
with the balsamic.
And you can't forget that. It's just Danny.
It's just
Danny's
Danny.
Pizzeria.
It's Danny.
Love
So,
it.
all great choices, a gazillion more, and rumor is there's 2 more Italian restaurants opening in the next 3 months in Sarasota.
Oh my goodness,
So
Judy, how
this
do you
continues.
pick? All right.
This continues.
Judy's picks for the best spaghetti dishes here on the Suncoast. So glad to get to experience that. And we are digging in. Les, you picked a good day to come, Mr.
That
White
certainly
House.
did. Come see us tonight. Dwight Slade's one of the most brilliant comics in the world, man.
All right, and take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great rest of the day.